Hi everyone. Welcome to today's lesson. We're going to get started in just a moment. A lot of you guys already know me. Hi, Shivana, Maggie, Ella. Nice to see all of you. We're going to get started. Hi, Caroline, Mandy, Les. We have so many participants. We have about 23 participants have joined us. My name is Shruti. I live in India and I'm here to support you guys. If there are any issues with respect to your lesson, then I can help you. But any bridge related questions, let's just leave that for Jack because I'm still learning. All right, so here's how I can help you. So, in case if there's any internet issue at your end, you can resolve it just by refreshing your page. Maybe it's an internet glitch that can get resolved on its own, or you can use the backup link that we give you in your emails, or you guys can support me at hello@learnbridgeonline.com, or you can use the chat widget on the website, and I'll be monitoring that, so I'll be able to help you guys. Also, an important message from Bajir. Next week's lesson, that is on 8th of May, it's going to be at 1 p.m. UK time. So you guys will also get a mail about it, but just wanted to remind you guys. And now let's invite Jack and get things going.
Hi, Shruti.
Hi, Jack. How are you?
All's good?
How's
Yeah,
everything?
I'm in good form, I think. I've just been teaching the beginners.
Okay.
Well,
So
they're
to,
improvers now, actually. We've been doing responding to one no Trump with them, so that was exciting. A few important things just to tell the class. I will tell them at the end as well, but next week I'm teaching bridge in Sandbanks in Dorset. I'm running a bridge holiday.
okay. So next week's class will be at 1 p.m. UK
Correct,
time.
yes. Is it you hosting or?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Oh, you'll be there a bit later. Yes, 1 o'clock, combined class. We're doing a really important lesson. We're doing leading against Trump contracts. So that'll be a good revision for this class here. The other thing I'm doing, Shruti, I've got a new facility on the 2 playable hands at the end. I've managed to pre-program in how the hand should be played.
Okay.
So just at the end, before we go, I'm just going to share the screen with the viewers. And I'll show them exactly how it works. But at the moment, they just play out the cards for all 4 players in the 2 playable hands on BBO. But if they press the next button at the end, when they've done that, I show them exactly how to play the hand to make it. So I think it's an exciting new facility, Sarah. Yes, Bashir and I are quite excited about it. I think it's really going to benefit the students to see exactly how the hand should be played by the teacher. And finally, is there anything else? Oh yes, next week on Monday, I'm doing a review of the duplicate pairs tactics course, lessons 1 and 2. So for the more experienced members of this class, do come along on Monday at 9:30 to learn about some duplicate pairs tactics. And what they can do, Shruti, before then, is access that course, those lessons on I think you're on the intermediate class page, and they can actually watch lessons 1 and 2, so they know what we're on about. But that will be for the more experienced members of the class, because duplicate pairs tactics is quite a tricky lesson. Good, Shruti. Well, having got that out of the way, I'd better get going.
All right, that was some important information. So I'm going to go for now, and I'll meet you at the end of the class.
Thanks, Shruti, for the intro. See you later.
Bye.
Bye. Yes, important information, but we'll remind you at the end of the class as well. Let me just press a few buttons. Here we go. We're putting it all together this week. Yeah, it's one of those reviews we have every 5 to 6 weeks. And welcome to all those watching in replay as well. Very much part of our class. So it's a really good session. There's 4 interesting hands and a question and answer session on the slide. So you've opened 1 diamond there with 15 points, as you would, higher ranking suit. I've come back 1 spade as north, just 6 points or more. 6 to 26, actually. I could have 26 points. It is possible. East, however, is rather annoyingly overcalled 2 hearts. What would be your bid now? as South with 15 points. As opener. Jill can't see the slide. Jill, refresh your browser or contact Shruti, hello@learnbridgeonline.com, or press the widget. Yeah. Or do what Amanda's doing, log off and on again if not seeing the slides. But Liz can't see them either. Most of you can see them, but if you can't, Shruti will help you by press the widget or email hello@learnbridgeonline.com, or refresh your browser first. Yeah. Refreshing the browser normally does the trick, Jill. Well, hang on a sec. Your rebid. This lesson is called Coping with Intervention. It's one we did a few weeks ago. You were hoping to rebid one no trump to show 15-16, but now you can't. So two no trump bid here now shows the equivalent of a jump, 17-18. So actually, at Coping with Intervention, the crux is if your rebid has been taken away, then pass. Yeah, most of you got that one wrong, I think. That's good. But it's a good start in a way. Ooh, one or two of you got it right. I won't mention the names so your heads don't become too big. But well done for those of you who passed. Thing is, your partner always gets another bid as North. They know you've got an opening hand, but just with 50. Remember, your partner might only have 6 points, everyone. You don't want to be playing two no trumps with just 21 points. So there we go. Pass is the best bid there. Double would be for penalties, by the way. You're not good enough to double two hearts for penalties. Two no trumps will show 17-18 here. And three clubs is far too high. One or two of you bid three clubs, yeah. Good. Well, that's good that you got that one wrong, because you're in the right place. It means I've judged the difficulty about the right level. How do you play this spade suit with no opposition bidding? You've got 9 between you. This lesson from Suit Combinations and Finesses. Remember the rhyme, 8 ever, 9 never, when you're missing the queen. So if you've got 8 cards between you, you would finesse the queen of spades. But with 9 between you here, never, you play for the drop. Good, so play the ace and the king here. That's right, Phil and Chris, yeah. Play for the drop, good. Yeah, or you might get a singleton queen as well. If they're 3-1, you gain if there's a singleton queen as well. Okay, lead of you're in 4 spades. Lead of the jack of clubs. Listen to the bidding there. East has opened 1 no trump on this particular hand. East, third player. They take their 3 club winners. Let's say they switch to a diamond. How are you going to play the trump suit here? And the bidding, look at the bidding. East open 1 no trump. So how are you going to play the spade suit here? 5 to the ace king, opposite 4 to the jack. The rhyme is 8 ever, 9 never. But remember, East has opened the bidding here. They've got all the points. So this one, you should win with a Queen of Diamonds on dummy and run the Jack of Spades. Remember, East has opened 1 no trump. They must have the Queen of Spades. So you finesse here. You go against the grain. There you go. That's the full hand look. So East has opened 1 no trump. You need to finesse the spade. You change the way you play the hand according to the bidding. And yes, it is 8 ever, 9 never, but there are exceptions. And here you know that East has got the Queen of Spades, so playing the Ace King won't work. Well, it would work if they were 2-2, but you know that East has the Queen of Spades, so the finesse is always going to work here. Well done. Run the Jack of Spades or 3 of Spades to the 10. I don't mind which, particularly. But one thing you mustn't do is play the Ace King because you know that the Queen is with East. Okay, so this one is card placing, this lesson, yeah. Let's play hand 1 on BBO. One I prepared earlier. North opens a club. East has to pass, having lengthened the opposition suit. North comes back a spade. What is responder's rebid here, everyone? Clearly, we need to rebid the hearts. So we do need some partner. We've got 6 hearts. 1 no trump wouldn't be right here with 6 card major. Very well done. Again, this is responder's rebid. Many bridge players would just bid 2 hearts here. That just shows 6 to 9 points. So very well done. Repeating the hearts here guarantees a 6 card suit and 10 to 12. And that's enough for North to bid game. Well done. It's a tricky rebid, that, I think. A lead of the 9 of clubs. Okay, and which one do we play? I'm just deciding whether to draw trumps or not here. I have actually decided. Which one should we play from dummy? Lead of the 9 of clubs. Well, they've led the opponent's suit. It really must be a singleton, mustn't it? Good. And which card from the dummy at trick 2? Well done. Ace of diamonds. Creating the void in dummy. Higher card from the shorter holding. No point covering with the queen there. Just makes life difficult easier for declarer. Rougher diamond. Now I'm sure you're all going to play. Now it's time to draw trumps. So that effectively is the extra trick, roughing the diamond in dummy. Well done for doing that. Which one from our hand do you think? Which heart should we play? It's nearly always right to play the 10 in these situations, the deep finesse of both the king and the jack of hearts. Did you get that one right in replay? I'm sure you did. A few in the chat box went with the queen, but mostly they went with the 10. Draws the king. Plays another diamond. No point east roughing, it's just going to get over roughed. Now we can draw the last two trumps. The ace and the queen. Jack of spades. West might think about covering with the queen, but not when they see the 10 and the 9 in dummy. They're never going to promote a card for partners. So they play low smoothly. East cashes their king of clubs before it disappears. Otherwise, the club loser goes away. And we make the last few tricks with an overlap of winners. So we are going to make our 4-heart contract well bid and well played. Crucially, creating the void in dummy. Could have had a few pitfalls there. You could have played the queen of clubs. That would have led to disaster. At trick 1, you could have forgotten to trump in dummy. You could have not played a heart to the 10. So there were lots of pitfalls in that instructive hand. I believe it is available in replay, that one as well. And you'll have this new facility by pressing the next button. I'll show you how to do it at the end of the class before we finish. Takes you through exactly how I play the hand. Jack and Jill fell down the hill. Well, at least we fell down it together, Jill. Right, let's go back to the classroom. Here we go. So we'll go back to the opening bid, the dreaded 4441. 14 points. What do we open with that one there? Yes, next week will be opening lead versus trump contracts. Very important. For those of you who are struggling a bit more with the topics now, you are, of course, welcome to join the beginner/improver class at 9:30 on Wednesday. They're getting on nicely. They're just about to do Blackwood and penalty doubles. So that's about where they are. They've done week 2s and takeout double recently. Right, yes, let's not hang around too long. Suit below the singleton. 1 club. Keep the bidding nice and low with 4441. Which leads us on to hand 2 on BBO. Let's have a look. What's on store here? 1 club opener by North. And again, if you have length in the opposition suit, you nearly always have to pass. 1 spade by South. West has a normal overcall of 2 hearts. What next for North now, do you think, with 13 points? What do you think if you're watching in replay? Can't bid 2 clubs. The opponents have bid 2 hearts. Oh, change your mind. This is called coping with intervention. Again, quite a tricky lesson, actually, that we did. But can I just tell you, here's a get out of jail free card because the Bridge Prison Bus is free with loads of beginners at 9:30. If I told you that if your rebid has been taken away, then you're best off passing. Your rebid here would have been 2 clubs. Are you able to bid 2 clubs anymore over the 2-heart bid? You'd have to bid 3 clubs. Would you feel happy with that? On a minimum opening hand with a rubbish suit? No. So very well done if you came in with a disciplined pass. Look, here we go. Look how clean that pass card is. It's one of my students. They're perhaps not using it enough. Thing is, you see, South always gets another bid. Do they bid again now with the South hand or not? Partner always gets another bid, you see. You've shown an opening hand. Partner knows that. You just get into trouble if you bid at 3 clubs. Look, it'll be doubled by East. It'll be a disaster. Yeah, clear to bid 2 spades on this hand with a good 6-card suit. Clear to bid 2 spades. You know, partner's got an opening hand. Yeah. West has nothing more to say. Partner hasn't supported hearts. North knows that South is weak. So that 2-spade bid is a 6-card suit with 6 to 9 points. Good. A disciplined auction. Well, for some of us it was, not all of us. What does West lead to 2 spades, though? Yes, if in doubt, trump about. Leading a heart would be leading away from an ace, the cardinal sin. That's next week's lesson. Yeah, some of you, I'm afraid, led the Jack of Hearts. That's leading away from an ace. That's definite 5 years in bridge prison. Yeah. The bus still has a few places left, apparently, according to Bajir. Does it? Hang on. Yeah, the prison bus still has a few places left. No names mentioned, but for those who led away from an ace, it's one of the cardinal sins of bridge, along with overcalling on a 4-card suit. It is top of a sequence still, but not when it's headed by an ace. But that is next week's lesson, so let's not dwell on it for too long. Nice safe lead, gives nothing away. The Jack of Hearts lead would give a trick to declare as king, thereby giving them an extra trick, which they never would otherwise make. Which card do we play from dummy at trick 2? And remember, I'm not looking at the east-west cards. I'm just focusing on north-south. Yes, for those who are struggling a bit, not managing to play much bridge, certainly you're more than welcome to join the 9:30 class every Wednesday. They've been playing bridge for about 6 months now. Because we are doing more highbrow things down this class, aren't we? You know, losing trick count, signals and discards, etc. Yes, I play the ace of clubs now. Try and get back to hand. But, you know, we don't know that trumps are going to be 6-0. West does best come back another trump here. We can draw the trumps. An encouraging discard of the 9 of hearts. High encouraging partner, I've got the ace of hearts. King of diamonds wins the trick. What do we do next? We're on the dummy. I think what we must do on this hand as well is remember that West must have a very awkward lead. They've led trumps twice now. I'd be I'd be almost certain that West had the ace of hearts and the ace of diamonds. After all, they did bid 2 hearts, didn't they? And they've got avoiding clubs. So I'd be very, very certain that West had the ace of hearts and the ace of diamonds, considering that they bid hearts and that they have led trumps twice. Yeah, let's trump a club in hand. Well done. And another diamond towards the queen. This is good play by us. West would take it this time, in case De Clara started with a doubleton. There we go. Okay, what does West do next? As a defender, they've just won the ace of diamonds. A few good mornings. Morning, Maz, Ella, Sarah M, Mandy, Emma. Nice bit of yours earlier, Emma, when you passed, showing your discipline. Ella, Phil and Chris, of course, they're just down the road from me in Harrogate. They can probably hear me. I've got quite a loud voice, only across the stray, half a mile. Caroline, Alex J. You knew Alex J. Annie M. I would actually get off lead with a diamond. Yeah, there's no rush to play the ace of hearts. You know, De Clara must have 3 of them, lengthen hearts. Yeah. Rough another club. Hang on. Rough another club. Exit with a heart. Nine of diamonds, which we rough. And the opponents take the last few tricks. But, yes, no, I meant to trump Maz, yeah. A slip of the finger. By the way, if I did that in real play, I'd have to play it. You're not allowed to take cards back online when you play them. You're allowed to take bids back. So 2 spades just made. That was hard work, that wasn't it? Well done there. Very good defense. You know, when this hand was played face to face in the classroom before COVID, yeah, a lot of the West played out their aces and we made over tricks. So that was good defense, keeping us to 8 tricks there. And good play by us as well. So well done all round on that one. And good discipline, not bidding 3 clubs. I know some of you did. Never mind. Remember, these are the harder things from the last 5 or 6 weeks. You know, the more difficult points I'm making as well. So if you do get them wrong, you're not having a bad day. You'll be in good company. Okay, here's another one. I've opened a heart. You've come back a spade with your 11 points. I've come back 2 diamonds to show my shape. What next for you is south? What's your best bid here? You're watching in replay. Hope you're enjoying this question and answer. I think they're really important. Someone wanted them kind of more often, but I think you can't have them too often. Otherwise, just every other lesson would be a repeat. Personally, I think about every 5 weeks is about right. But everyone wants different things. Michael, good morning. Dave's joined us. Dave, were you from the 9:30 class? Have you eloped? Martin, of course, he's just up the A1. Elizabeth, Jill, you're bidding. Lots of you bidding 3 hearts here. No, different Dave. Ella, Mandy. I think the thing to think is have you got a fit, everyone? I'm going to give you a get out of jail free again, because I've shown you 5 hearts and 4 diamonds. Have you got a fit? You might want to change your bid, because you definitely need to be supporting hearts here. There is an 8-card fit. Lords, good morning. And again, well done if you bid 3 hearts first time round. Showing 3 cards support exactly, precisely, and 10 to 12 points. 2 hearts is wrong. That would only show 6 to 9 points. So quite a tricky rebid there. Responders rebid this lesson. Really useful, these refreshers, aren't they? You know, because lots of wrong answers coming in. And that's why you'll learn from your mistakes. It's the only way I learned. I made enough of them over the years. My partner still thinks I make mistakes, but I call them errors of judgment now, not mistakes. Oh, I made an error of judgment, partner. Or I took the wrong view. There are euphemisms for having made a mess of it. Jill, things are looking up for you. Let's move on. Okay, let's have a play hand. King of diamonds led. We're in 4 spades. Have you counted your losers? So winning with the ace of diamonds. What next, having won the ace of diamonds? So count your losers, and then assess the situation. Some of you are still having difficulty counting losers, maybe. Yeah, can take a month or 2 longer maybe to see the light. So it's not something we can, it's just something you have to kind of get yourself really counting losers. Only so much we can tell you how to do it. How many losers have we got, having won the ace of diamonds? That's the first thing to do. So that's the first question. You're watching in replay. How many losers have you got in this 4 spade contract? Notice that North just bid 2 clubs over the 1 spade opener by South. I'm counting 4 losers, Amanda and Rekka. Maggie. Oh, hi, Maggie. Oh, I'm seeing Maggie soon. On the 7th of May. She's coming to Sandbanks. That'd be funny, Maggie. I've never met Maggie before, one of our most loyal subscribers, and also a big presence on BBO. We've got 4 losers: Queen, Jack of diamonds, Ace, King of spades. So if we just draw trumps, we're going to go 1 down. Can you see a way around it? So what should we do at trick 2, having won the ace of diamonds, everyone? It is nice to meet my students face to face, having just had this virtual relationship. Chaos though, having all your videos, wouldn't it? Can you imagine? Wouldn't work at all. Margaret Wynne is playing the heart. Creating a void won't help us in our own hand. This lesson is called discarding a certain loser. Brackets before drawing trumps. So we play the 8 of hearts, and which one from the dummy? Can't remember if I told this class I've got sciatica. I've had it for 6 to 8 weeks. I think I told the Monday class. Anyway, was it this class I told? Can't remember. Anyway, I've still got it. But I did have physio on Monday. Yes, the only hope is the heart finesse. Well done. No point playing to the ace. That doesn't help us. Thank you, Caroline. I mustn't talk about any longer here because it's distracting from the bridge, but maybe at the end of the class. Right, so very well done. You cannot afford to draw trumps first. You must play the 8 of hearts to the queen, cash the ace of hearts, and get rid of the losing diamond. Yeah. Well done. 50-50. I mean, you risk going 2 down if the heart finesse is wrong, but it's your only way to make the contract. Let's play hand 3 on BBO. Getting on nicely. Remind me at the end, I'll just show you this new facility we've got on the 2 playable hands on BBO. Right, we are ready for action. 7, 8, 10, 13. I'm sure you're all going to open a soup below the singleton 1 club. East has to pass. They can't make a takeout double. What bid would you make with the south hand, by the way? What have you got? 7 points and 7 diamonds. I always enjoy these refreshers. I think they're really useful. I love the question and answer, the interactivity, which you would never ever get in a live class, by the way. No one would ever dare put up their hand and give you the right answer or the wrong one. But this way, everyone in the live chat gets a chance to reply if they want to. Now, I'm afraid that Bridge Prison still has a handful of spaces left on the Bridge Prison bus. Yeah. Yes, Bashir, there's half a dozen places there, but I've got some new recruits for you. You never preempt your partner. No, 3 diamonds would be totally wrong here. Bad luck. That is Bridge Prison, preempting partner. Yeah, just one diamond. It is whoops. East can overcall 3 diamonds to show a weak hand. It's an overcall, but you don't preempt your partner in bridge. Never. Yeah, it is whoops. Or oh heck. Just one diamond here. 6+ points, 4+ cards. I think you've got the message. Never preempt your partner as opener. One heart is the rebid. I think you're all going to bid one heart. I'm not going to ask you about that one now. Yeah, having to tell a bit of a porky pie about your shape. Partner thinks you're 5 clubs and 4 hearts. What next for South? Yep, just 2 diamonds is the rebid here. Weak hand with 6 cards. Good. Anything more for North? Interesting, that. I'm glad I tested you on not preempting partner. I had a sneaking suspicion some of you might have jumped to 3 diamonds over 1 club. That's definitely 3 years in bridge prison. It's quite a severe sentence, that one. Yeah, they're going nowhere fast. When you've got hands that don't fit, best to bail out at the lowest level. No chance of game. Well done. So good discipline bidding. Opening lead from West, please. Let's practice that. I'm having to drive down to Sandbanks because there's a train strike next Tuesday. And most of next week, actually, I think. That's probably going to drive anyway, so I wasn't too upset. That would be a trump lead, though, Phil, Jack from Jacks. I don't really fancy a trump lead here. I think best to lead the unbid suit. Top of a doubleton. Good. And thank you, partner, for the dummy. Not a trump lead on this one. The spade lead. The unbid suit's a very good, a better alternative. I'm not a massive fan of doubleton leads, but it's the unbid suit. I'm very happy with that. Which one does East win with as third player, ace or king? Or don't you think it matters? We have come a long way. I was just thinking, actually, the experience level now is great from this class over the last year or two. Good. Cheapest of touching honours for third player. Which one do you think I'm going to play? I'm feeling slightly cheeky, in a cheeky mood. Which one will I play? Jack 10 or 5? Well, it costs nothing, does it, to throw the Jack of Spades here? We've got the Queen in dummy, so it doesn't cost us anything. Occasionally, it will work against some of your less experienced players at your club. But this East sees the 9 of Spades. It must be a high-low. It's a high card, so it continues with the ace. We rather sheepishly play the 5. It's all fair in love and war. So good defense, that. Taken the first 3 tricks. Which card does West play now, do you think, specifically, out of those 10 remaining? So West is on lead, having trumped the spade. What do you think? What would East really like? I think West, what would West really like? I think West would really like another spade through. So why can't we play? Is anyone doing this here? Why can't we see if partner's got the king of clubs? So ace of clubs here. Yeah, you are allowed to lead an unsupported ace halfway through a hand. And which card does East play on that ace of clubs? What signal do they make? Because we have done signals and discards. Difficult to practice there. Takes time. building up confidence with your partner to get signalling right. One of the hardest things in bridge, I would say. That's why the people who are best defenders at your club are the more experienced partners. Yes, let's encourage with the 10. High encouraging. Continues with the 8. And which one does East play back now, having won the King of Clubs? Interesting. It's good to have a defensive hand once in a while. As you well know, not all contracts make in bridge. It'd be a very boring game if they did. Yes, Noreen in Ireland, Maz, Ella, Annie, and Beetle. Let's play back a spade. You know your partner's run out of spades. Can we get what we call a trump promotion? Really, it'd be wasteful to put the Queen of Diamonds on here. You wouldn't be able to finesse. So tries the 8 of Diamonds, but over-ruffed by West. And that's one down, isn't it? We'll just finish off. Let's say another club comes back. Declara takes the diamond finesse now. That was really good defense. Otherwise, Declara just draws trumps. This was definitely a hand to draw trumps. Yeah. And we claim the rest. But one down. That's actually 100 to the opposition because we were vulnerable. So very sharp defense there, getting a trump promotion. A lot of tables 2 diamonds would have made, sometimes with an over trick. Nothing we could do about it. Good. I think the main important thing to take away from that hand was don't preempt your partner when they open. Just bid 1 diamond. Back to the classroom. So you've opened a spade. Partner's gone 2 diamonds. East has overcalled 2 hearts, which is irritating because we had our rebid all planned out. What next for South, if anything, there, as opener with 16 points? What would they do, if anything? They pass or bid? If so, what? Quite a tricky one, this. I'm going to give you 1 or 2 clues as the answers come in. First clue is this is from Coping with Intervention in the second half of the lesson. Second clue, North, your partner, has actually promised 10 points or more by bidding a new suit at the 2 level, 2 diamonds. So you do want to be in game here. That's the second clue. There's a third clue on the way. Pass is not right. And 2 no trumps shows a heart stopper. That's not right. Where's my cross gone? Can you remember? It was a few weeks ago and it was quite difficult. What you'd love to do here is ask partner for a stopper in hearts, isn't it? You know you've got game points here. You've got at least 26 points between you. So you've got enough for 3 no trumps. How can you ask partner for a heart stopper? I think a number of you have forgotten, but that's what this lesson's all about. It's a review. It's a refresher. You know, some of you, that bid would have been new a few weeks ago. Ellie's owning up to it. Sarah M as well. So the way we ask for a stopper when we've got enough, only do this when you've got enough points for game, by the way. We know we've got at least 26 here. It's a long time ago, Phil and Chris, in a galaxy far, far away. There you go. It's always nice to quote from films. Yes, so here we go. 3 hearts. Very well done if you got 3 hearts in replay, by the way, because I don't think any of the, forgive me if I'm wrong, but I don't think any of the chat box got it first time round. Oh, 1 or 2 in the chat box got it first time round. Someone beginning with an M, maybe. But very few got this right. So well done in the replay if you found a bit of 3 hearts here. So asking for a stopper for no trumps. North either bids 3 no trumps with a heart stopper or shows 3 card support for spades or bids their diamonds again, whatever. Useful, isn't it? And there's your heart stopper, look. Doesn't have a name, Sarah. Not really, no. Just called asking for a stopper for no trumps. It's a cubid. Bidding the opponent suit is known as a cubid. There's various types of cubid. Okay, on to something different. You're the opener this time with 12 points. What do you do with that one? It doesn't have a name, Sarah, no. Just called asking for a stopper. Now, again, this is all about refreshing, isn't it? And your 4-4-4-1. What do we advise you to do with 4-4-4-1 at only 12 points? Do you remember? Here's a second chance coming your way. 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. You've got a second chance here. Had quite a lot of these get out of jail frees today, but that's only to be expected in this lesson. You know, these are the harder bits, the things you're less likely to remember from the last 5-6 weeks ago. So 4-4-4-1, it's a pass. And again, well done if you found that pass first time round without the prompt. And you're getting a lot of these answers wrong today. That's entirely normal. It means you're in the right place, you know. You learn from your mistakes. Here's another one. I've opened a heart. You've come back a spade with your 8 points. Not one, no trump. That would deny a 4-card major. I've come back 2 diamonds to show you my shade. What best for you is south now? Do you bid? Pass? What do you think? Well, most of the chat box are bidding 2 hearts here. The best of a bad job, as I would say, Phil. Yeah. The best of a bad job. Well done, Amanda, Beetle, Jill, Misty. Hi, Misty. Annie M. Yeah, preference. False preference it's called, actually. So you do actually prefer diamonds, but the 5-2 fit plays better than the 4-3. Oh, and there's a new caption for you. I thought I put in a new caption for you as well, just to keep you happy. I know, I thought that would cheer up your day, Tiggy. Let's not dwell on that caption for too long. Let's move on swiftly. Right. So, well, I like that from Ellie. Your teeth are like stars. They come out at night. Yeah. Yes, no comment. Now listen, let's focus. 1 diamond. Your partner, I bid 1 spade as your partner. 2 heart overcall. What's your next bid then as south? Double would be for penalties. We haven't really got good enough hearts to make a penalty double here. At least 2 heart overcall. So it's responders rebid again. Sorry, this is coping with intervention. If your rebid has been taken away, then pass. Good, we're getting there. A 3 diamond bid here, which is a really good hand. The equivalent of a jump to 3 diamonds. So 16 or more points with a 6-card suit. A really good hand. Good. Well done. Most of the chat box passing on that one. 13 points. You've opened a diamond, the suit below the singleton. Partner comes back a heart. Inevitably, they normally do. What next for you as south? What bid do we make there with 13? It's one spade, yes. Yeah. Smallest white lie, you can tell. Very good. One no trump's a bit more of a lie. That shows 15-16 balance. This is less of a lie, really. Gosh, they're coming thick and thin today, aren't they? Thick and fast today, aren't they? Thick and thin. Thick and fast, these ones. So a heart, you've bid a spade. I've come back 2 clubs. Over to you. Responders rebid with 11 points. Really important bid, that responders rebid. I'd say the most important bid in bridge, because if you get it right, you'll end up in the right contract. Get it wrong, you're in the wrong contract. But it's the hardest bit as well. How can you show, here's a clue, a 6-card suit, yeah, by bidding spades, of course, but how can you show 10 to 12 points and not 6 to 9? Morning, Shauna. Michael. Yes, it's a very common mistake, this, even amongst quite experienced players. You jump to 3 spades to show the point count there, 10 to 12. 2 spades only shows 6 to 9 points, and North will mostly pass. Right, 10 to 12 UK time. Let's play the 4th hand on BBO. And then I mustn't forget just to show you this new feature, this exciting new feature I've developed on the 2 playable hands. It's a pass over there. Pass 1 heart on the rule of 20. What does South bid, if anything, with their 15? That's as opener, reckon, yes. Let's not get confused. 1 spade, 2 clubs, 3 spades as opener, reckon, 16 points in a 6-card suit jumping as opener. 15 points balanced. It's 1 no trump, isn't it? 15. I advise you play that as 15 to 18 points balanced. And North. Yeah, clearly jumps to game. Opening lead. What does West lead to? 3 no trumps. You're watching in replay. What does West lead? Some of you fell into the trap and led a diamond. No, partner suit comes first, remember. Remember, Alps always lead partner's suit in no trumps. Alps. Top of a doubleton. Never play too quick, trick 1. Only 5 certain tricks. But clearly, clubs are going to produce most of the extras. Let's get going. Time is running out a little bit. Should we take the ace or should we duck it? It's a flying duck. There we go, that's slam duck, just saying hello. So slam duck says duck. Cheapest of touching honours for third player. Do we duck the second time or should we take it? West continued with hearts because they know that East is strong in hearts. They opened a heart. Basically, when they duck it, as declare, it means they're in trouble. So you continue to suit. Actually, we don't need to. We can take this one. No, West has played a doubleton, so we know they've only got 2. Hearts are 5-2, so we can take this. It doesn't matter too much if you duck it again. It's not going to really affect it, but actually you don't need to. But it wouldn't. I generally say if you duck once, you duck twice, but here, it's okay. You know that West started with Doubleton because they led high-low. Right, what card do we play next at trick 3, everyone, from dummy, from declarer? What's our strategy going to be? Well, our strategy is to get to dummy, isn't it, Ellie? Yeah. And which card are we going to play from the dummy now? Next week, of course. Oh, it's a 1 o'clock start, remember, next week. Before I forget, I'll tell you again. Next Wednesday, the 8th of May. Yes, 8th of May, 1 o'clock, live lesson, not 11. Yes, of course, we need to get the clubs going. Yep. Back to dummy with the ace of diamonds. Spade can go. And another club to the knave. Right. What next for us now, do you think? We've just run out of entries in diamonds. What do we do next? We know that East has still got 2 clubs left. How can we get back to dummy? Is there any chance? There is. Our only chance, correct, Tiggy, is our only hope to play a spade. Second player plays low, of course. And which one do we play from the dummy? I know you can see the opposition's cards, so it's easier for you. But which one should we play, the king or the jack? In real life, what one would you play, the king or the jack? Remember, the East is the danger hand here. East has got 3 winning hearts left. So you can't let them in. If East has the ace of spades, we're going to go down. So you have to assume here that West has the ace of spades, so it's better to rise with the king. Good, because if East has got the ace of spades, we're toast. Anyway, well done. Now we can play another club finesse. So that was the key play, really. Ace of clubs. Brings down the king. King of diamonds. We're just cashing our winners now. And there's 9 tricks. Yep. They take the last 2 winners. But that's fine, because we've just made 3 no trumps on the nose, and that one is available in replay. 600 because we're vulnerable. So well done, using all those entries to dummy to take 3 club finesses. It's quite a tricky hand, I thought. Good one to finish on, though. Now, before I finish, let me just... let's go back to the classroom first. Whoops. Before we finish, I just want to share the screen with you, just to before you'll disappear, just to show you this new feature that we've got. So stop sharing. I'm now going to share it with this one here. There we go. So this is 2 of the playable hands. This is what it'll bring up for you when you click on it. So I think, as most of you know, to play it, you select all the cards. So you try and make the contract yourself by clicking the cards on all 4 hands yourself. Okay. So ace of diamonds, like we did in the classroom. And you can try and make 4 hearts here. Jack of diamonds to the king. I'm not going to play out the whole hand, but just to show you. Yeah. So you continue on like that. And you can have, maybe try it once, try it twice. And then you can see, if you can't make it, hang on, we'll just exit a second. You click on the next button. Okay, so go back to the beginning and press next and keep pressing next. So this is how I program the hand to play correctly. So ace of clubs, you can do it quite quickly. Ace of diamonds, rougher diamond, heart to the 10. Just keep clicking. No need to click on the thing. You just click, 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 click. Diamond comes back. Rough it. Draw the trumps, etc. So I think that's a new thing. It's something I've never done before. I've kind of just discovered it. I think it'd be really useful for the class to see how exactly the hand should be played without having to go back to the lesson and look at the replay. Let me know how you get on next week with that. I'm just going to come back here. We are finished. There. Oh, well, it's 12 o'clock exactly, UK time. We got there. Thank you for your kind comments. Is Shruti there somewhere?
Hi, Jack.
Shruti, yes. Well, we're all feeling a bit exhausted, but we got through it. They're very
you
useful.
look a little flustered.
Yeah, they're very useful, those refresher lessons. So kind of quick fire, question and answer. It's very interactive. There'll be a lot of wrong answers, a lot of right answers. So it's really useful for the students.
I hope everybody had fun then.
They seem to have fun, yes. Yes, I've got quite a few wrong answers, but they will learn from their mistakes, and they can always watch the lesson in replay at their own pace. And I've just introduced that new feature as well, whereby they can press the next button and see exactly how the hand should be played by the teacher.
Yeah, I was looking at it. Quite cool.
Yeah. It was tricky, Michael. There were harder things in that. I think a few of you found it harder. Because we know we're doing more difficult topics now, Shruti. We're doing 4441 is a more advanced topic, as is coping with intervention, suit combinations and finesses. Thank you, Ella, for the advice on my soundscape. Now, next week, I'll just reiterate, Shruti, yes, we know it's 1 o'clock on Wednesday. And if any of the more experienced members want to come along on Monday at 9:30, we're doing some duplicate pairs tactics, which is a more advanced lesson, but they can get a heads up on that by watching lessons 1 and 2 on replay, which I believe are on the intermediate class page, if not the improver page. By the way, Shruti, how's your bridge learning coming on?
It's going at a very slow pace. I'm learning in my own time. I'm focusing on enjoying it a little more.
Yes,
not running too fast with it.
No, you can take it. I know you're busy with your work and everything, but you can take it at your own pace. So you can do a lesson whenever you want. That's the beauty of the replay library.
Yeah, that's very helpful, and
yes.
It's fun. It's a great stress buster. I told my husband we could learn together and maybe have a weekend activity or something.
Oh yes, well, bridge in India is very popular. I suspect hundreds of thousands of people will play bridge in India. So it's a big game out there. So yes, get the husband involved as well. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Caroline's got to go back to her patients. That's a good idea, Caroline. Yes, I think I've had quite a lot of advice on sciatica, Caroline. I've been to see the physio, private physio. I've been to see the doctor on the telephone. The NHS physio has given me some advice. But more advice is always welcome, Caroline. Yes. Shruti, all's good. And nice to see you. I think I'm about finished.
All right. That's great then. Then we'll see you next week. Remember, it's on 1 p.m. UK time on 8th of May.
Yes, that's right. 1 p.m. UK time. I'll be in a different location. That's quite exciting. I've got a long drive, Shruti. Probably take me about 5 or 6 hours to get down there.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm sure the drive is beautiful.
It'll be a nice drive, and as long as I avoid the speed cameras, I'll be all right. So I tend to drive quite fast. But yes, I've got a sat nav, a very good one. It's called Waze, WAZE, and it's in my car. It's on my Apple CarPlay, and it tells you where all the police are hiding and where all the cameras are.
Wow, is it effective or it's
very? It's probably saved me about 30 points in the last 3 years.
Quite useful.
Very useful, Shruti. Yes, you might have it in India as well. Waze, you'll have to check it out. It's all over the world, I think. Yeah, use it. It tells you where the cameras are, And it also tells you, where the police are hiding behind a bush, which is what they tend to do in North Yorkshire. They hide behind a bush and have like a little tripod and get you. It's international, yes, Peter. I'm glad you're a Waze follower as well. Yes, I should slow down. So I'm actually slower than I used to be now since I had since I wrote off my car in December. What did I do? I aquaplaned, Shruti.
What's that?
Aquaplane is when the car slides on water and you lose control on the motorway, on a road.
That doesn't sound good at all.
Not good. Near-death experience for me. But anyway, I was okay, which was the good news. But it was, I don't advise aquaplaning. I was going too fast when there was water on the motorway, after like a lot of rain. It's very nasty, Sarah, and yes. But luckily, the central reservation had about 3 meters of grass wide on it. So I was able to slow the car down before the impact. Because we had a really wide area in the middle of the motorway. There was a really wide area for me to slow the car down. So I didn't kind of bounce against the barrier. Yeah.
Well, I mean, lesson to be taken here is to drive slow.
Yeah, drive slower. Yes, and it's in my thick head. Shruti, on that final note, I will say goodbye. Jack's mum sends her regards. She's still teaching bridge in the south of France.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
But for those still watching, those in replay, it's bye-bye.
All right. Okay, thank you, Jack. And thanks, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Goodbye. We'll see you next week. Bye.